I get asked all the time, what food should I eat to repair myelin? But here's the surprising truth. For most people, the body can repair some myelin naturally. But if you live with MS, that normal repair process doesn't work the same way. Our MS genes and immune system turn what should be routine repair into a constant uphill battle. And no single food fixes that. In this video, I'm going to show you why food and remyelination don't directly connect, how digestion itself creates inflammation, and most importantly, the positive ways you can eat to lower inflammation and give your brain the best shot at healing.
Exactly. Myelin repair, or remyelination, is carried out by your own cells, oligodendrocyte precursor cells that mature and rebuild the protective coating around nerves. For most people, those cells can do at least part of the job after injury. But in MS, background inflammation blocks that natural repair. That's why it's less about looking for a magic food and more about creating an environment where your cells finally have a chance to rebuild.
And here's what most people don't realize. Every time we eat, digestion itself sparks a small inflammatory response. Well, for most people, it's minor and resolves very quickly. But if you have MS genes, those sparks can leak into the central nervous system and fuel neuroinflammation. That's what shuts down the repair process that others might take for granted. And I'm going to walk you through what foods add fuel to that fire and what choices actually calm it down.
Let's make this clear. Inflammation is the switch. When it's high, remyelination is blocked. When it's low, the possibility of repair opens. And while food can't rebuild myelin, food patterns, how often you eat, and what you avoid all influence that inflammation switch. Steve, this is why your personal approach is so powerful. You've built a daily rhythm that favors quiet, repair-friendly conditions.
Exactly. I don't eat all day long. I eat in a 4-hour window, and that gives my body long stretches of time without constant inflammatory spark of digestion. When I'm fasting, my body has a chance to calm down, to reset, and to let my brain focus on clearing debris and healing. It's not glamorous, but it works.
This is a critical point. Fasting or eating in specific windows doesn't just control calories. It creates a metabolic environment where inflammation lowers and repair signals rise. OPCs, those oligodendrocyte precursor cells, need that quiet background to mature and remyelinate. If they're surrounded by constant inflammation, they stay stuck. But if you give them the right conditions, they can finally do their job.
And then there's food itself. Let's be honest. Sugar and ultra-processed foods are the worst. They cause big inflammation spikes in your blood sugar, which means big spikes in inflammation. And when you've got MS genes, you can't afford that. That inflammation will seep into your central nervous system and set you back. But on the other hand, eating clean, simple foods, whole foods, stable energy, that keeps inflammation low and gives your body steady fuel.
It's not just about macronutrients either. Micronutrients matter. Potassium, magnesium, iodine, omega-3 fatty acids. These don't build myelin directly, but they act like the gears and tools inside the repair machinery.
Now let me show you the one thing from my own diet that really helps. My potassium oatmeal. Every day, I eat a bowl with 1/3 cup of oatmeal, and a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. This isn't a one-time thing. It's part of my everyday routine. It goes perfectly together with my supplements. 2 capsules in the morning when I wake up, 1 capsule midday, and 2 before bed. That combination has pushed my sleep scores up from the 70s to the low 90s. Deeper, better sleep needs deeper, better repair.
And that's the science behind why this meal matters. Potassium stabilizes the electrical environment of neurons, calms overactive signaling, and improves the architecture of sleep. When sleep deepens, the brain clears debris more effectively, and the conditions for repair improve. So while no single food builds myelin, your potassium oatmeal is a perfect example of how the right nutrition can set the stage for real healing.
My diet is simple, repeatable, and not flashy, but it works. I build meals around clean protein, vegetables, fruits, and the right fats. I time them to match my workouts, so I'm fueling muscle recovery and neurological recovery at the same time. And I stay away from foods that trigger inflammation, no matter how tempting they are. That's the choice I make every single day, because I know the payoff is bigger than the taste of the moment.
And it's worth pointing out, supplements can sometimes do what foods alone cannot. Niacin, for example, helps clear myelin debris and improve blood flow, creating the conditions for repair. But the amount that niacin is found in food is far less than what Steve takes. Potassium stabilizes electrical signaling and supports deep, restorative sleep. Again, the amounts found in food is far too low. Iodine supports thyroid hormones, which have been shown to play a role in remyelination. The amount Steve takes can only be provided by supplements.
So if you've been searching for a food list to rebuild your myelin, here's the honest answer. There isn't a list. There isn't a magic berry or vegetable that repairs nerves. What you can do is create a lifestyle of eating that lowers inflammation, supports your brain cells, and lets your brain and spinal cord do what they're capable of, even with MS genes stacked against you. And that's exactly what I want to share with you today.
Put simply, blueberries or spinach won't magically rebuild your nerves. But a diet built around whole, low-inflammatory foods, combined with fasting, clean supplementation, exercise, and rest, can give your body the peace and conditions it needs to remyelinate. The food you eat sets the stage. The real rebuilding happens inside your nervous system, but it can only happen when the stage is set correctly.
That's the perspective I live by. No magic food. Just a pattern of eating that creates space for healing. And every day you choose that, you're giving your brain and spinal cord another chance to repair. That's powerful. It's proof that what you eat really does matter in your MS journey. Not because it builds myelin directly, but because it creates the conditions where repair becomes possible, even in the face of MS.
And if you want to go deeper into this journey, Steve shares even more details in his Patreon community. You'll find live chats, resources, and behind-the-scenes discussions about recovery strategies.
Thanks for watching. I hope this gives you clarity and encouragement. If it did, hit the like, subscribe, and check out the links in the description for more videos and resources. Until the next one, keep creating space for healing, because repair is really possible.